What a week, man. What a fucking week. It is Friday today, guys. I just got finished my full-time job. Had a bit of food and I'm straight into filming some videos for you guys. I've just been so busy as of late, guys. I literally haven't had a chance to film, and then I think naturally when I haven't been in that routine of filming, it just means that, you know, even getting around to when I do get a video or get time to film, it just becomes a chore because I'm not in that, you know, in that flow of actually getting videos done and, you know, editing. It just becomes a habit. So we're just going to try and slowly break our way back into it. I keep saying it, but I've just been so busy literally trying to get so much done, and it's always been in the back of my mind, I need to get videos out, because that goal of 100k by the end of the year, I don't want it to let it slip away from me. Like, obviously it's not that big of a deal, but I'm just going to keep harping on about it. At the moment, you'll see I've finally got like a decent, you know, chair that will just keep my back, you know, in a decent shape for when I'm, you know, 40 years old. I don't want to be crippled completely. I'll go through all of this shit when the full setup is done. Right now, I'm going to just show you what we're dealing with, because I know some people are curious. There is some tech heads who follow me and just people who are interested in this kind of thing, because generally I'm quite interested in this kind of stuff as well. You know, people's setups. I love seeing like room tours, setup tours. So I'll just show you what we're working with at the moment as a very, you know, this is like a work from home setup. This is a filming setup. This is also my bedroom, and my room is not big. This new chair that I've just got in is taking up a lot of space. If you go back to previous videos, anything, you know, before this video, you'll have seen the other chair I was working with, which is like literally about half the size of this, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you see now, I'll have it on screen, what we're dealing with currently, you know, it is quite a lot. You know, it's taking up quite a lot of space. So the idea is that I'm going to be building like a shed in my back garden, or it's going to be ordered. We're not building it anyway. And all of my YouTube equipment and everything, film equipment, computers, screens, blah blah blah, you name it, is all going to be going in there, and that's going to be my dedicated filming / working from home space, you know, more so, you know, YouTube space, because before all this working from home shit started, this was the plan anyway. So yeah, obviously that's what we're working with at the moment. It's I love it. Like, it's great, don't get me wrong. I game up here as well. Obviously I was streaming for a bit as well, but I kind of had to knock that on the head until, you know, I'm fully set up, because I just still have a lot to do with the stream. There's a lot of problems and everything, but, you know, we'll get to that at another stage. But today, guys, obviously you would have clicked on for the Dream Theater reaction. I believe this is a popular track from Dream Theater. It's been a while since I did any, and you guys will know that they're, you know, they've become one of my favorite bands over the time. I've actually been listening to a lot of kind of alternative rock at the moment. I haven't really been listening to much Dream Theater, but I wanted to get back in, give you guys a reaction, and just listen to some more music from them, because every single time they've been so impressive. So sit back, relax, guys. Also, funny story, I know you guys, a lot of you guys recommended to get these, the Audio Technica ATH250X or some, I can't remember the exact name, but basically, literally, like, I only had it for a few days, and I had them on my head, and I completely forgot they're on my head. I stepped up from the PC to go to the toilet or something, and I snapped the wire out of my PC. Had to order a new wire online, blah blah blah. It was just a nightmare essentially. So got a new wire, and then, you know, after I got the new wire, realized that I had a spare one in the box all that time. So yeah, that is where we're at the moment. Just that's kind of held off. I've had to hold off from filming videos as well, because once you get used to like good quality, you know, you don't really want to go back to, you know, shit audio. But yeah, guys, let's jump in, guys. Drop a like if you haven't already, be much appreciated. Sub to the channel if you are new. Obviously 100k is the goal, and we're going to get there. It's just a matter of time. But if you guys want to speed up the process, help me along, and yeah, let's go. quick pause. Probably bad time again. Dream Theater never have good time to pause because they're always up to something with the instrumentals. So yeah, I've just read the opening track and lead single to Dream Theater's 1992. I also forgot to mention that this is their 1992 album, Images and Words. So it's the first track that I have personally covered off of this album. So again, it's a different sound, I'd imagine, again from, you know, the other tracks and the albums that I've done. I've done the whole 12-step suite, so we have kind of dabbled in a few different albums at this point, because obviously the 12-step suite being, you know, a combination of tracks from different albums, so we've heard Dream Theater over different periods of time. So Pull Me Under is a song with various Shakespearean themes within, particularly in relation to the play Hamlet, as evidenced by the last line in the song. However, it's not specifically about Hamlet, for it just shares its themes and is inspired by it. So not really going to look into that too much, because I haven't really, you know, my knowledge of plays isn't the best, nor do I really care. I did Othello in school, and that's about it. That's pretty much the extent of my Shakespearean novel knowledge, so we won't go into that, we won't delve into that. Dream Theater are weird, we all know this. Lyrics, weird. They're just generally weird guys, but I mean, it seems to be a common theme that weird people can generally and quite often make some of the best music, some of the most creative music. So the drop at the start, crazy. I didn't know if my headphones were, I didn't know if this was a terrible audio because it was quite thinned out at the start, but then that bass came in and yeah, it was good. Is that not a very Metallica-esque guitar riff there? I feel like that's that chuggy style pulls me right into it. Just straight away, all I'm thinking of is Metallica. Because I'm always interested as well in, you know, like, it's quite hard to say that someone's wrong for being reminded of something, because if you're reminded of a different band because of something you've heard, then who's to tell you that that's wrong? But at the same time, I'm also curious to, you know, see what the audience who watch these videos think, that when I hear certain sounds like that, am I right in thinking that? Like, because I'm sure you guys will maybe have some point thought of that, because Metallica have, if not one, a good few riffs that sound quite similar to that. So that's just an observation that I'm making from listening to that straight away. I heard it at the start as well when that riff came on earlier on. That reminded me of Metallica, but then I didn't want to say it, and now hearing it again, definitely Metallica vibes off that. Whoever is taking inspiration from who, I don't know if there is any inspiration, but that's what I'm getting. Just feels like future I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that chorus. Hasn't caught me like other Dream Theater tracks. But then again, it's never really been the chorus for Dream Theater that's done it for me. It's parts like this that do it for you. Metallica again. I don't know if that was a premature ending, but it just cut off of me. But I think it was pretty much going towards the outro anyway. But again, that outro riff, very Metallica-esque for me. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the outro riff. Is that, or not just the outro riff because it was kind of played, I think that was the third time it played throughout, but now that I think of it, maybe that wasn't even the outro riff. Was there more to that track? You'll have to let me know if I missed a huge chunk of that track, but I'll go listen to it again in my own time. Well, obviously, hopefully it's on Spotify, because I've struggled to find some of Dream Theater's tracks on Spotify, which can be a bit annoying because I know they are an older band, and a lot of their music, I mean, is just, this is from a 1992 album, so naturally it's going to be harder to find it online. Still Metallica-esque to me, with the addition of the theatrical side, which I go back to with Dream Theater. Obviously, being in the name Dream Theater, they have that theatrical side with the vocals are very, you know, almost Shakespearean-esque. Like, it sounds like a big play or something, you know, like you can imagine them on a stage in an amphitheater with them kind of, with those kind of vocals. But I feel like it was not a basic guitar riff, like it's, I think my favorite style of Dream Theater is when there's like no, I feel like this one was like a bit more held back from them from an instrumental side of things. Like it seemed a lot more basic compared to some of the more intricate tracks that I've heard from them. Like, you hear, like, that seemed like quite a, just a chuggy riff, but something that, like, for example, you would hear from Metallica, but they had that theatrical element in the background with like the violin kind of cutting through the heavier riff, which I did like. I like that addition. It's not just, you know, your kind of bland basic drop of you know, that heavy riff. There is, you know, that Dream Theater, it's just like Dream Theater's stamp on what any other band would naturally just, you know, throw out a really heavy riff like that. But Dream Theater have to just change it and make it slightly different. So didn't really like the chorus either. It just didn't really, ironically, pardon the pun, but it didn't pull me in. It didn't pull me under. It just didn't do much for me. Again, it's a first listen. A lot of Dream Theater's tracks can take a while to get used to the vocal side of things, but it's the instrumental that grabs me a lot of the time with Dream Theater as well. There was definitely elements of it that I did enjoy. It was a bit slower than what I'd expect or what I have, you know, liked from Dream Theater a lot of the time. But yeah, no, all in all, a good track. I mean, they don't really let me down. I've said this multiple times. They will struggle to find, I'll struggle to find the track that I don't enjoy. I said that a lot with Tool as well. Like, I always was always kind of pretending to, you know, go on a journey to find a shit Tool song, which I actually didn't end up finding one in the end, funny enough. And I can't imagine there being the same, I can't imagine there being anything but the same outcome with Dream Theater. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap the video up. This has probably been a long one. I've just been rambling a bit, but that's kind of how I like the channel to be at this point, you know. No real like quick segments, just chatting away. If people want to, you know, almost use this as like a podcast where you can, you know, have my thoughts along with the music, then so be it. You don't necessarily have to watch, you know, the video, even if you're just listening to it in your ear and hearing the different points that I make, and obviously having the music in the background as well. But yeah, guys, I'm going to sign out. If you could leave a like on the video, it'd be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We are almost at that 100k mark. Obviously, we're just under that 91,000 mark at the moment, which means, you know, not far off, 9k off 100k, which is crazy to think, but at the same time, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when at this point. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I will just keep pushing it until you finally cave and you click the button. But yeah, guys, thank you as always for watching. I'm signing out. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.